Welcome back to GamecocksOnline.com. I'm joined by head volleyball coach Tom Mendoza after the Gamecocks wrap up the opening weekend of the season with a loss to Pitt in the evening, but a morning win over Rice, number 23 team in the country. So 2 top 25 wins to open the season. How do you feel about your team coming out of the weekend? How is it different from going into the weekend?
Yeah, I think we knew going into the weekend we were a really good team, and I think we feel the same thing coming out. Maybe just a little bit more proof of that, a little bit more, proof of some things that when we do them well, we can compete with anybody. But also some, when you play 3 really good teams, they're going to expose things in your game, and you're not going to be able to hide stuff. And that's the same reason we love playing in the SEC. If there's a weakness in someone's game individually or in our game as a whole, we're going to know about it and we have to improve it and find the way to be the best version of ourselves possible. And so to get those 3 matches early in the year, I think just sets us up for a great position, regardless of the results. I think those 3 teams that we just played, if we could have played well and still gone 0-3. So to get 2 of those wins against top 25 teams is just so huge for us as we try to build our resume and try to be a great team. So. It's a great group. There's a good leadership, and we have good young players that are continuing to get better. I love the way that we fought back in 2 of those matches. But today we didn't have quite enough tonight to come back, and we didn't play quite as consistently. But there's no doubt that the 3rd set was our best, and we were playing some really good volleyball for stretches of that 3rd set. So then, obviously, with Washington State coming back from down 0-2 is just a huge compliment to our team as far as what we're capable of, good lesson for them next time we drop a set early, that we have the confidence to come back and play good volleyball.
We'll start with the morning match against Rice. Aside from set number 2, where Rice's block was just impenetrable, I guess you could say, the team was able to grind out a couple of deuce set wins and were able to get some wins. Well, let's talk about freshman Lauren McCutcheon. She led the team with 15 kills, completely errorless on her swings, also added a couple aces that were key, a couple blocks, a couple digs. She seems to really be comfortable doing a lot of different roles for the team right now.
She's a great player. We knew that watching her, a local South Carolina player that we have a chance to watch both in high school and club. And we're incredibly proud. And wearing the South Carolina uniform means a great deal to Lauren, and she's a great representative of the program. But yeah, the way she played this weekend as a whole is phenomenal. We know she has that volleyball in her, but to see it, when the lights are on and the crowd's in the stands, and you're playing a top 25 team, as someone that is just starting their first fall at South Carolina, very happy for her. She deserves it. She works hard. She's a great teammate. So yeah, she's got a lot of potential, but we like where she's at. Rice, like you said, we didn't have the best start against Rice. I thought we probably got away with winning that first set without playing the best volleyball, and then just didn't get away with it in the second set. But similar to Washington State, the way we turned it on in the 3rd and 4th sets was really encouraging to see. So yeah, hopefully we'll start a little bit faster next week, but to have that ability to improve as the match goes on is a good skill as well.
What was the biggest lesson that you as a coaching staff were able to take away from the Pitt match tonight? Obviously, another big physical team, potentially Elite 8, Final 4 level team in Pitt. What were you able to kind of learn from this experience tonight just as a staff?
Well, on the negative, I thought our block would be a little bit more effective, because I think that is a strength of ours, and Pitt was doing a great job of opening up those seams and hitting the ball through our block, and I think that's something we take pride in, and we think we can slow, regardless of who's on the other side of the net, we can slow them down or stop them from a block, and we weren't able to quite do that tonight. I think as a team, hopefully we learned that you have to be aggressive. Our serve wasn't quite aggressive enough as putting pressure on them. So they were in some really good situations running their offense back at us. So I think that was the message we tried to have to the team after is we got to play aggressive. You got to execute your skill at a high level. If you try to back off the gas a little bit, it's the most guaranteed way that you're going to lose is to play passive. And I thought there were times where we were passive, which is a shame because when we played aggressively, we were a really good team. That being said, we corrected in the third set, and that was when we started playing our best volleyball. So hopefully next time it doesn't take us 2 sets to learn that lesson. But that's why we want to play such good teams this first weekend, so we can learn that lesson early and then take advantage of it for a large portion of our season.